I'm at my local Goodwill. I forgot to film me walking in, but last week there was about 10 of these PS1s here. They're $9.99, but the color tag is blue this week, which means it's all blues are 50% off, which is probably why all of them are gone, because, you know, $5 for PS1 is not a bad way to go. And there was like 6 PlayStation 2s. There's only one left. All of them were really dirty and missing the front plate there, probably for modding. I used to have like a pull tab to pull mine out to put a burned game in back in the day. And I always like to look in camera bags because you never know when you're gonna find like that rare HD gem camera that someone just got rid of. You know what I mean? And then webcam. This is a brand new 720p webcam. I really thought about picking it up, but I really want a 4K for my next one. Right now mine's 1080p. And this next little guy here is another camera. It's a digital, so I got pretty excited. Check this bad boy out. It's whopping 5 megapixels, no big deal. But, you know, don't need a 5 megapixel digital camera, so pass. And what we got over here is a pretty cool USB docking station. Not this controller with Legos, but this USB docking station. Now this is something I've always been kind of looking out for. This one here was $19.99. I was like, no thank you. It's probably worth the price just because it is a really good looking one, but I like to buy things on the cheap because I'm cheap. And that's why I go to thrift stores. But I did really want this thing, but maybe next time I'll see one that's not new in a box. And over here we got ourselves like this cool one-handed joystick thing, gamepad, not a joystick, but a fighting pad. And I did accidentally pass up that 360 controller. I didn't even notice it. But this thing was $9.99, too much money, but I was really curious about it. I'm like, how does it work? Does it move from that palm thing in the middle? I don't know. Maybe there's another piece missing. Doesn't look like it though. I did want to get it, but not for $10. And then I go over to the right here and I catch an eye of this GTX 560. Now I do like to collect old video cards because I like to build old machines for like Windows XP gaming rigs and stuff like that. But it was $50, man. I was like, no, thank you. I have 2 GTX 570s just sitting in my closet, so I wasn't about to spend $50 on that. But I did want this Xbox 360 memory card, $2. Now I have no need for it, but it comes with worms built into it, and I love worms. For $2 brand new, sealed, yeah, you better believe I'll pick that up. I think that's a pretty good find. And I always like to check the cables. You never know when you're going to find a cool cable. This isn't one of them. I always try to find one of those GameCube component ones that are really rare. I doubt I'll ever find one. Over here in the toy, I like to call it the toy hanging section, there's a bunch of Skylander stuff. I mean, tons and tons of Skylander toys. Someone unloaded their collection. And if I was collecting them, this would be a pretty good find, but each bag was $10. Not the base, that was like $3, but all of these bags with all the figures are $10, which all in all is probably worth it since I think they were all like $10 a piece to begin with. But, you know, I'm not collecting Skylanders. I just wanted to show you guys how many of these things there are, and they could be worth money. I don't know. And I thought this Xbox Big Boy controller, Big Daddy or something, I forget what it's called, was awesome. I have one, and now I have 2. This was missing the part to hook up to the console, but I'm sure it's not too expensive to find one online. It's pretty banged up, but I'll give it a good polish. Going over to the games, a lot of these games have been here for a long time, but down below I noticed a few new titles like Mario Kart Wii, which I have 2 of already, so I'm going to pass on that. But I wanted this Midway Treasures because I have 2 and 3, but when I got to the register I opened it up and the game was missing. This Goosebumps Horrorland, I want that. I don't know why, I just love Goosebumps games. And Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, I really thought about picking this up because I can't remember if I own it or not for the 360, because it is a future side-by-side. And then a whole bunch of random other good games that have been here for some time, but, you know, maybe someone in Idaho will pick them up eventually. Now we're going to Idaho Youth Ranch. I like this thrift store sometimes. Most of the time they don't have anything, but they did have this Risk Lord of the Rings Trilogy Edition. And what's funny about this is I have seen this so many times. I've already bought in 4 of them for different people. And they always have tons of games, but unfortunately, as of late, they've been just the same ones. Most of them are sports titles and Wii Fit. I have seen so many Wii Fit boards in thrift stores, it's not even funny. People are done exercising, I guess, at least with the Wii. I know I bought a Wii Fit board and hardly used it. This is the display case with some extra, more expensive titles, I guess, but I didn't pick anything up from there. This is really cool. This is a PlayStation 3. This is the first time I've ever seen a PS3 in a thrift store. I was really excited. 40 bucks. A little too expensive. It's not one of the original models because that tray didn't open up. I believe this is an 80 gig model that emulates PS2 games, but it doesn't play them natively like the 60 gig and 40 gig. These VR goggles I see all the time now. People donate VR goggles like crazy. I really wanted to pick up this Avatar game, but it was $5, and I'm, like I said, cheap. And games here are usually $2, so now they're all $5 all of a sudden. Spy Hunter 2 and Midnight Club I wanted also, but $5 each, you know, that adds up really quick. And some Sega Genesis sports titles, who cares? Now we're walking into Savers. This is probably my favorite store of thrifting because they unload new products like 4 times a day, so there's always something new, like this brand new factory sealed Medal of Honor Pacific Assault, which I will be doing a side-by-side for. And I pick up this Far Cry 4, but I put it away later, realizing that the CD key's probably been used and the game's probably pointless at this point. Not really sure what I'm doing here, but I do see this awesome Nintendo DS title. Yes, Squinkies 2, Adventure Mall Surprise. Yeah, that's gonna be my next Let's Play. It's gonna be fantastic. Can't go wrong with Call of Duty Ghost, Uncharted 3, stuff like that. Midnight Club 2, now for the PC, this is a great find because I do want to do a side-by-side of this one real soon, and I'm glad I found the PC version of that. It is a great find. And Treasure Planet, most underrated Disney movie of all time. And I saw this complete in box PC game that I've never even seen before, so you better believe I'm gonna pick that sucker up for a whopping $2. And I see back there Neverwinter Nights. I know I'm not gonna pull it out just yet, but I want to talk about it for a second. Neverwinter Nights 2 is a game, they used to have it on Steam, like the complete collection, but they took it off the store. My brother has it. He got lucky enough to buy it before they pulled it out of the store. So I've been waiting for Steam to get that game back in their store, but it's not there anymore. I'm showing VHSs because I was looking at them. I do collect VHS movies. I don't know why. I just love them. So this is my score. It took me 2 days of thrifting to get this much stuff. Most times when I go, I don't get anything. So for 2 days back to back, I got all this stuff. I'm pretty happy, I gotta say. Well, I don't really know what to call this show. Maybe RookerVision Thrifts. That's what the title is for now. So stay tuned for more episodes, and thanks for watching.